Hello, everybody, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up because we asked you to. On today's show, we are going to be talking about the Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 8, Contracts and Balances. Overall, what'd you think of the episode?
I liked it. It was good. I was happy to see some things come to fruition.
Honestly, the only reason why I enjoyed the episode was because Antoinette and Kaylon was not there. It just
Like
left
I
me with
don't.
a lot of questions. Uncomfortable
True.
questions.
No, I get it. No, I totally get that. Um, it's just with those two, I like Anthony without Kaylon because Kaylon just doesn't know how to read a room. So she comes off as frustrating. That's all. At least in my opinion.
I just don't think she's necessary, but okay. Who am I to go against the great Carlos King? All right, so a quick summary of the episode. Letitia talks to Marie and tells her that the Fair Street project is stalled. Latrice has a photo shoot for her new product line and things go wrong. Tambra gets some bad news while celebrating being number one. Letitia and Glenn get to counseling. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that part of the episode with them in the bedroom. I'm sorry that I was distracted. Marie and Essie throw out the trash, and Letitia hosts a couples night with a surprise guest. Let's get started. Where do you want to start with this mess?
You want to just work our way through the episode?
Yeah. Okay. So it starts off with Letitia and Marie meeting for lunch, and she gives her an update on the Ferris Street project and the sistervention.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, the way it was framed, I didn't like it
Mm-hmm.
because the way Letitia framed it, it was messy, but it really not everyone was being messy. It was just Latrice because Latrice doesn't like Marie, which is fine. But they brought you there because you do not hold Marie accountable for her actions.
Mm-hmm.
That was the crux of the issue. Now, in regard to your brunches, it's not a good look because you have negative interactions at the brunch, and that was the councilman's first interaction with your brunches.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the fact they were telling you not to be friends with Marie. They were just saying you need to understand that your friends' actions do have consequences that could affect you.
Mm-hmm. She saw that no one was returning her calls about this project. She got it came out of the councilman's own mouth what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Marie is the cause, well, partial cause
Partial
of
cause.
what has happened at both of her brunches. Word is spreading, and yet you don't seem to have an issue with it, which kills me. So how important is this project to you? It makes no sense. Like, I found like she was throwing more shade towards the women who were trying to really look out for her
Mm-hmm.
professional better interests, and then really trying to hold Marie accountable. And that little BS apology that Marie gave, like, do I believe she's never going to do it again? No, because that's
No.
her.
Yeah. Because she knows Letitia's just gonna stick up for her again, which was the crux of the issue with Latrice and
Mm-hmm.
Antoinette. And Tambra's part of the problem as well because you were supposed to say like, hey, like they do have a point. You do need to hold Marie accountable as she's affecting your business and your project. And if
Yeah.
you're out here trying to get investors for this project, which at the ground level is $2.5 million to start, you need to make sure all of your acquaintances are in line.
Yeah. Do you agree with Marie when she said it's jealousy?
Not at
That's
all.
why. Just
No,
checking.
it's not jealousy. Like holding you accountable for your actions, aka bad behavior, is not jealousy. It's just giving you a heads up that you're ruining your friend's business.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, had it been me, the first time I might have just let you slide, like this is who you are, yada yada yada. But the second time in front of the councilman and Ms. Dorothy, yeah, I'd lit you up. Because the
Yeah.
first time, because this is the second time that she's impacted someone else's business. The first time it was
Mm.
Latrice's, and you made a point to do that in front of other people,
Yeah.
versus you calling her, calling her and say, hey, just by the way, this is what happened. You may want to like talk to whoever actually does the wigs for you because this doesn't appear to be the hair that I purchased from you. But you
Yeah.
took it as the opportunity just to be messy and self righteous, and you were wrong. And by disparaging one business, you cast dispersion on your friend's business. So it was a double whammy. And then this second
Ooh.
time, you disparaged your friend's business again, but in front of the councilman and Ms. Dorothy, which it directly impacted her project.
Yeah. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So the next scene we see,
Real quick,
Latrice.
sorry,
Mhm.
but she could have
Oh.
redirected the situation. She didn't. Why? Is she afraid of her? Exactly. I understand
Mm.
friendships. I understand going through tough times with people, but when it comes down to business, I'm sorry, I have no friends. There are people who I really really like and we're cool, but when it comes down to work and business, they understand there's two separate things. You're gonna get the work side of me versus the friend side, and the work side of me does not play games.
I just wonder, like, how would Marie have taken it if someone had attacked one of her 10 businesses? Like, I don't think she puts herself in other people's shoes, and if Letitia is such a great friend to her, I don't think she would have behaved that way at any of the brunches. And she did know about this project, didn't she? Because this wasn't a surprise to Marie. Um,
No, she didn't know. She's only Tamber
oh,
knew.
she didn't? Only Tamara knew?
I think only Tamber knew.
Still, like, she knew
Right.
both times that there was a big surprise announcement, and both times
Mm-hmm.
she ruined it for her
Exactly.
friend.
But Marie's an emotional person from what I can see. So
Mhm.
my philosophy is when emotions come into play, logic goes out the window. So those having those type of people involved in your business is a very, at least for me, is a very dangerous situation. And I'm me as me myself, I'm not comfortable with um that kind of person being directly involved in my business.
Do you think Marie doesn't take this brunch business of Letitia's seriously, and that's why she feels that she can behave like that at her brunches?
It's a good point. It's a good question, and it's a fair question.
Okay. Okay. Because you said this is her business, right? The brunch?
The brunch is what she does.
Okay.
Empowerment brunches. She
Okay.
could have. Yanni has another good point. She could have diffused, but she let it happen for the second time, which makes me wonder if this is just for show. I mean, I understand the sentiment,
Mm.
but the simple fact that she got no calls back after that second brunch, and the councilman told her like, yeah, this is what's going on. This is the word on the street. I have mixed emotions on this one.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. So next we see Latrice prepping for this photo shoot that she's having for the new product line. She has twins from the Bad Girls Club. You know who they are? I don't. I
I
never
started
watched
watching Bad
Bad
Girls
Girls.
Club a long time ago, like super
I've
long time
never
ago.
watched it. I know that's really weird, but yeah, I've never watched that. Um, Everything seems to be running late. Like they're not finished setting up the set. The photographer is late. The twins are late. There's no hot water. Cliff is there doing what Cliff does. What was the confusion with the photographer? He didn't know what the shoot was about, or he just didn't know he was supposed to be at a shoot?
He seemed all the way confused.
And he was driving from Atlanta to
Jackson.
Jackson. I'm assuming that's an easy commute.
I mean, Black Lavender. How far of a drive is Atlanta from Jacksonville? I want to know because if he is driving, I would assume it's no more than an 8-hour drive.
8 hours?
Yeah, because from here to LA is about 8 hours depending on traffic, and then from here to Vegas is about 10.
Okay. I
And most
I'm
people, and
sorry.
I
I'm not driving for
and
that.
I've driven to, I've done the Vegas drive, and it took us 10 hours to get there.
I'm so not doing that. That's
It's
why
not,
they
yeah,
have airplanes. I'm
right,
sorry.
correct,
Like, I
correct.
can barely make it from here to Orlando, and that's 3.5. Or
But see,
from here to Tampa.
I don't like driving. I really don't like driving. Period. So that's why I'm a big plane person. I only drove to help somebody out.
I don't like people that much, but you're a good friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so that's her deal. Then we see Letitia getting her hair and makeup done because Glenn is on his way home. She's trying to get him to forget about the contract by dressing up all sexy, having all of his favorite foods cooked and ready. And she has hired a singer to express her feelings for Glenn, which she is hiding this woman in a closet in their bedroom. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was weird.
This whole scene scared me on so many different levels. I'm going to make a request of Carlos King that we never, ever, ever go back into their bedroom ever again. I also wondered about that extra door that leads to the outside that I had never seen before. And his expression when, what was her name? Air popped
Air.
out of the closet was priceless. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was not the best plan. And this part here, so Black Lavender, real quick, so it's 9 to 10 hours driving, depending on traffic. So yeah, I have a feeling if you drive, it's about in that range comfortably. But the Trey's comment, it was hilarious. Everlasting love. I said that part. That part killed me. Love everlasting. Oh, oh, I laughed till I cried on that one because that was too funny. Like, do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Have you gone deep?
That's twice this week, isn't it? We had Dallas, which had the faulty cue, and now last night, well,
Mm.
sorry, Friday night with Belle Collective and their miscue. Um, Glenn looked really happy to see this girl coming out of his closet. I wonder how many girls have come out of his closet in the past. It was just very odd. And all of this she went through. She had the yam, she had the greens, she had the fried chicken wings, and he still brought up his contract.
Right.
Well, good luck
I,
to you, girl.
Yanni, I thought the same thing. I knew that. I knew that he thought it was a threesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't have a woman come out the closet. I'm sorry, you just don't do that because that leads to all sorts of ideas. And I'm glad she did all that for him, but she needs to make him recognize, like, look, this is what it is. I will do for you what I used to do for you, but it's going to be on a smaller, lesser scale as I have things I'm working on. So she needs to impress upon him that, and he needs to make some concessions.
Did he eat any of the food?
Yeah, I was no, he didn't. I was annoyed. And the food
So
looked so good.
So she's gonna give him cold food after
Right.
sex. Okay.
That makes no sense to me. That made no sense to me.
She could have left that for dinner if she was doing something else,
Exactly.
but okay. Now back at the photo shoot, the photographer still ain't get there, but the twins have arrived and they only have 2 hours. Then they start freaking out because all they've got is brown water, which could possibly stain their hair. But Cliff comes and saves the day and suggests using bottled water.
Mhm.
Yay! So we have water to wash the lady's hair. Okay, this you and I don't know if like I thought those were wigs that were on the ladies' heads, but you said that that's their natural hair. In the chat, the
Mhm.
twins, based on before and after, was that their real hair or were those wigs? I mean, either way, they look really good, but I
Yeah, the
just
reason why
assumed that they were wigs because that's her stock in trade or hair, you know?
hair,
Yeah.
like I would. Oh, when you said wig, I thought you meant like just some random wig. If you mean like if that's goddess length hair, if you're
Yeah.
yeah,
Like they
okay,
created wigs from their
gotcha.
hair and then used their hair products on it.
That makes sense. Okay, I took it completely a different direction. Yeah.
No, I didn't think that because like obviously their hair wasn't done and they came with their natural hair.
Mhm.
So of course they gave them the full treatment, but I just assumed that they used like her
Goddess length,
hair, created custom wigs and
right?
styled them and
That makes sense.
everything.
I will agree, if that's the case. I'll agree with you on that. Okay, I was like, why do they use random wigs? But they look
No.
good though.
Yeah. Okay. So, what did you think about see, you and I talked about this before the show. What Cliff said about the twins. All right, I'm around the same age group as Cliff. I think I might be older. Yeah, I think I'm older. But anyway, at first I was kind of like, oh, why do you always put your foot in your mouth? You just saved the day with the water, and now you're going to say something so stupid. But then I replayed it this morning when I was looking for a thumbnail. And I can understand what he was saying once I heard it the second time.
Hmm.
He just said it badly.
Yeah, he's rough on the edges, which can come
Yeah,
off as abrasive. So I get it. I definitely understand. But that's just I've
yeah,
learned that that's just who he is.
yeah.
Yanni's um comment, but honestly, I'm so bored with this show. I barely paid attention. I'm kind of I feel that a little bit because I really thought it was going to be about a group of ladies coming together. I thought what I thought was going to happen is there's going to be this group of ladies like the core five, and
Mhm.
what I thought what they were going to do was they were going to invest in Ferris Street building out their businesses, and then we were going to see how that process works. Like, okay, what contracts do you need? What permits? Like, what where are they going to be? And I thought from there, once they were establishing their businesses there, I thought they would reach out to other business owners, like, hey, this is what we're doing in Ferris Street. Are you could you move your business to Fair Street, or would you be interested in opening up another location? I thought we would see Letitia reaching out to the bigger corporations, saying like, "Hey, this is what we're trying to do with this community. Are you
Mhm.
interested in bringing a business here?"
Yeah, but it's not that at all.
It's not that at all. No.
Yeah. We got bait and switch, right? Like we thought it was one thing, but it's so not. But I mean, okay. So let's talk about timbre. She had two sections of this show, which I
Mm-hmm.
want to condense into one. The first one was her doing that like reel to send out as her resume, part of her
Mm-hmm.
resume. And she asked Gary Gary from Dish Nation. What's his name? Gary the with the T. What he
Mm-hmm.
thought about it. And at least he told her the truth,
Yes.
which is basically what I've been saying this whole time. Everything about her is a distraction. From her look to her hair to her voice, it's a very big distraction. That might work for like entertainment
Mm-hmm.
um stuff on the radio and on
Yeah.
TV, but
Mm-hmm.
to do a serious newscast, No.
She didn't understand that she has to be versatile and that she needs to work on her versatility. And it's mainly coming down to the pitch of her voice. And I'm so glad that he told her the truth. And his faces had me dying. His faces had me through. I was like, wow. I'm like, well, he's telling her too. She's like, oh, would you show this to producer? He's like,
No.
no,
Mm-mm.
no.
We need more of Gary on this show.
Yeah, he told us the truth.
We do. And that's a true friend. That is a
Yes,
true friend, a professional colleague. He didn't say anything rude. He just told her matter of factly. She asked the question, he gave the response, and it was
right,
appropriate.
exactly.
Um, so good for Gary. Um, and let's hope that she burns that reel and starts over with something else in her real voice.
Right. What I would do is I would actually keep that reel. You study the reel, and then you use the reel to make adjustments. And then what you do is you use part of the reel, and then what you do, you will combine that with the progress or the adjustments you make, so they can see like, hey, I normally do this, but I can do this as well. Because you want to be able to show a contrast. Because the more you can show a contrast, the more you can show your versatility.
That reel that she showed was supposed to be about news, right? Current
Oh,
event news.
that was current event news. Oh,
Yeah, I would burn that. I would burn that. Start fresh. Don't even look at that no more. Throw away the helium container that you have in the back of your car. Get rid of that. Take off like 4 of the wigs that you have on your head and go down to just like about 1.5, 2. Take off that bright pink lipstick. Find a nude.
mm-hmm,
Like a similar, if you want to do a news reel, you cannot be like the highlight of the story. You have to fade into the background and let whoever you're interviewing be the focal point of your
mm-hmm,
interview. You are too distracting. On a normal everyday basis, she is very distracting. For such a little itty bitty person, she is loud. Her voice, her look, her hair. You can't be screaming like that. In entertainment, yes.
mm-hmm.
At Barnum and Bailey, yes. For the 6 p.m. news, no. All right. So with one heartbreak, we turn to the next segment that she's in, which is where she has a little celebration at becoming the number one radio show in her time slot, midday, which is a great achievement for her. Yay. And so the station manager, was that the
But
station
is that just for Jackson?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
She's not syndicated.
hold on.
Stop it. Stop it. Let us celebrate.
How
She
many?
made
Okay,
number one in Jackson.
okay, hold on.
Oh my
How can I say this politely
You can't.
and not be
Stop.
too rude?
Stop.
Like,
Stop.
is it how many radio stations do they have in Jackson, and how many shows are
Stop.
actually at midday?
Stop. We
I just
don't
want to know.
know. She's number one at midday. And she's got a great lead in.
Okay,
Ricky Smiley, which
okay.
is also number one. He's syndicated though, and that's what her goal is. She wants
Mm,
to go national.
mm-hmm.
So congratulations, Tambra Cherie, on being number one for the midday time slot. Yay! And Jackson. Um,
Is she
but
FM? Is she FM or AM?
stop. Stop.
Okay. It's just when people do celebrations like that, especially for TV, I'm like, okay, like who's your competition? How many people are in the running? Things of that nature. I look at all stuff like that, but
I know, but I just
to be
want to
number
give her
one.
this one little thing.
But you're right. To be number one in anything is a great accomplishment. So congratulations, Tampa.
Yay. We rag her every week. Let's just celebrate this one little thing.
Okay, she can have it.
Because at least we're not talking about her uterus and her eggs. Okay. What's her face shows up? Letitia. No, yeah, Letitia shows up
Mm-hmm.
coincidentally because Letitia wants to invite her to her couple's dinner, and Tambra smartly says, I just got back with this man. I don't want to scare him away by taking him to a couple's dinner. So we're going to pass on this one, which I completely agreed with her on.
Yes.
Da 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 da. All right, let's go to Letitia and Glenn go to the balance coach. Leona Bishop. What'd you think about this?
She was good. But
the counselor?
yeah.
Okay.
I liked her.
Mm-hmm.
They were not good clients because they just refused to acknowledge anything. I'm like, and with them, I just don't care. If I'm being completely honest, I just care less about your relationship. I don't care about Mercy and Grace. I don't care that he wants more sex, uh, and I don't care that she doesn't want to give him more sex uh, until he agrees to ask her to marry him again and do a vow renewal. I just didn't care.
Yeah, I tuned out of this scene. Like, she's losing me on this. I don't want to know anything about her home life. I just don't. I want to see you go forward with your project.
Exactly.
So it was a next for me on this one. So next we see Marie and Essie. They go to dinner to celebrate their new mental health facility. It's 10,000 square feet. They're getting ready to do the ribbon cutting for it. But this conversation turns over to Marie's personal life. So where she's succeeding in business, she is failing in her personal life. We find out that her husband is on a 2-week vacation in Aruba with someone else. And Essie is not happy about it.
That's crazy. I don't blame her. And it's annoying because he needs to be home. Why is he traveling by himself when he said that was one of the things that they couldn't do? They couldn't travel by themselves. It's like this is also a storyline that I'm sick of.
Mm-hmm.
You married him, you divorced him because he was cheating. Then you married him again. I'm sorry. Why would you remarry someone who cheated on you? I don't understand that.
True, makes sense. Have we ever seen their new facility?
Not yet. And I'm interested to see it.
I wonder why we didn't get to see that build out, but we saw Antoinette's build out.
I'm hoping it does. We see that. I want 10,000 square feet is a great accomplishment. So it's just a testament to their success of their first facility. So I really want to see like the build out and all that good stuff.
Hopefully, we'll see the ribbon cutting at least. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. So next we go and we see Marie and Essie at Marie's house, and they're oh, excuse me, sorry. They're packing up Cedric's stuff because he got back from Aruba 2 days ago and has not contacted Marie. He didn't even bring a souvenir.
Right?
Damn. You know they got some good rum down in
Yeah,
Aruba.
I have heard that.
Yes. Like he didn't even call and say Bombini nothing. Like, So they're packing up all of his clothes, all 2 boxes, and they drive down to his home, which is under renovation, I guess, and leave the boxes on the doorstep.
I hope this sticks. I'm glad she did it because I'm looking at it from the standpoint of her health, um, her business, and her home life. And he's not contributing anything positive to either of them. So she needs to make sure like this is it. And what she should have been doing right after she dropped off his boxes, she should have gone to like was it Docu Rocket? not Rocket Mortgage, the online law document website where you
Mhm.
can just have a template and just start filing for divorce.
Oh, LegalZoom.
Legal Zoom, thank you. Go on Legal
Oh.
Zoom and serve him via DocuSign. Here, sign this.
Oh
Got
my
to go.
goodness. Okay, so we saw a new confessional set up. Essie has joined Marie in the confessionals. What did you think about that?
I was just confused about she's my where she's my soulmate. Like she was God sent. I'm like, okay, I guess
It was odd.
it was very interesting.
Um, which led to more questions for me because then we get to Letitia's couples dinner, which is a result of their therapy session, her and Glenn. They
Hmm.
admitted that they've never done like couples things before, and the therapist suggested to them to be around other couples who have successful marriages and maybe you can
Hmm.
learn from them. And so Letitia and Glenn put together a couples night celebrating Black love. Latrice and Cliff come. Melanie and Lamarcus also attend. And Marie shows up with a young man, Darius. And Letitia's comment was priceless. Who's this guy? That's your friend, and you don't know who that guy is?
Right, but like she just it just this is another one thing that's just to me for TV because how you go for boohooing, blowing tears, dropping your husband's stuff on the porch, and the next day going out on a date. I'm sorry.
You know why I feel she can do that? Because they've done that. I feel like both of them have cheated.
Okay.
And so that's why she felt so comfortable replacing him so soon.
Okay. I can go with that.
I think everybody is like focusing on the supposed relationship between Essie and Marie, but I think she's stepped out of her marriage with other men, just like how Cedric has stepped out with other
Women.
whatever.
Because Darius and Marie seem very comfortable.
Of course. And to me, it seems like she went a little bit younger so that she could assume the control.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
So I think that was a familiar thing for her to do. It was quite easy for her to move on very
Yep.
quickly because she's done it before. This is the second go round for her being married to Cedric. So, I mean, but this I don't even think he was really invested in this second marriage because he never got rid of his house. He never fully moved back into the marital home. He was just not there. So I can understand why Marie would be so comfortable and so easy, bringing in a replacement. I mean, at this point, all the men in her lives they're basically disposable.
I can see that. When you frame
Hmm.
it, makes sense.
Yeah.
But for me, this episode was okay. Nothing fantastic. If I'm honest, really didn't care about too much of the relationship stuff. I just really didn't because
Yeah.
it seemed recycled and nothing new is coming forward. It's the same old complaints. So the only positive things I saw was that Tamara's friend gave her very good advice, very
Hmm.
honest, true advice.
Hmm.
Letitia finally held Marie accountable for her actions.
Mm-mm.
Um, she did. She said she felt Marie owed her an apology and she got it. Did she hold her accountable to the degree that she should have? No.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Did she hold it to the degree accountable to some degree? Yes. So I'm gonna baby steps. And then yeah, Marie packing up some of Cedric's things and dropping off at his house. Kudos for that. Congratulations on the new build out. But for the most of the episode, realistically, this episode could have been 25 minutes and I've been okay with it.
Honestly, the relationship part of this episode was too produced for me, and that's where it
Mm-hmm.
failed. It did
Mm-hmm.
not seem genuine or real. Um, for once, I was not thoroughly irritated with Tambra. For
Yes.
once.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said at the beginning, this episode was a bit more palatable because Antoinette and Kaylon were missing.
I'm not gonna comment on that because that's what you um that's what you're staying with. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you stay there.
Yes. Okay, guys. This I think the season's coming to a close on this, isn't it?
I think so. It seems like it.
It was a nice quickie. Yay. All right. So this was the Belle Collective season 1 episode 8, Contracts and Balances. Let us know what you think about this series or this particular episode. Leave us a comment below. We do read them and we do respond. Give us a thumbs up just because we asked you to. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And most importantly, tell a friend. Tell a friend so that they can come and join us in the chat. All right, my friend Jamal. Until next time.
Bye.